or do not, do see this place. Okay, we're going to St. Maarten. Let's see what we're going to do today. Very cheap and free compared to last time, which was also very cheap and free. We're just here for a few hours, so let's go check it out. This is our first time next to a P&O ship, the P&O Britannia. It is big, but not as big as the Wonder. There's the Aida Luna port here in St. Maarten. San Martin. So it's a full port day, full dock. I love the little mountains. I like big F's and I cannot lie. You other cruisers can't deny. So skip the kiosk right there in port in the shopping area, because there's one down here on the pier that's usually open and one right at the entrance to the pier. No lines. Here is the Yoda guy movie exhibit and memorabilia shop here. So this guy, he created Yoda, the animatronic of Yoda, and other characters in other big movies. And normally people pay a lot of money to see him at Comic-Cons around the country, but we're gonna see if we can get in.
So forgive me for that. I can say, you know, be the same.
To that project. It was a great movie, but I'm afraid it wasn't that nice to make.
Weren't you involved in defining exactly what the quickenings were?
Yeah, well, because Russell and I had such a good relationship, he asked me if I would work on the storyboards. You saw the first time you saw it reflected in cars in the underground car park, and then the next time you saw it.
There's a Tusken Raider outfit. The Sand People. There's Arnold.
But the helmet and the mask were obviously from something completely different. And when the mask and helmet arrived, it didn't arrive actually until I was actually on set. I was in the costume department, the helmet and the mask set. George said, we've got the helmet and the mask, let's see how it fits. And I put the mask on, and that was it. And they had to, unfortunately, it was made far too big. They had to film rubber all the way around the inside of the mask, so that it fitted my face, fitted flush into the mask. And then the helmet went on top. And unfortunately, the helmet just wobbled around everywhere. It was quite strange. And so they had to put a Velcro fitting all the way around the inside of the mask.
Ghost and Shell. Storyboards. There's David Bowie.
And of course we don't want to throw them away. So we've ended up with the actual faces of Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp and Robert De Niro. Older stars like Gregory Peck and Jack Nicholson. We've got Muhammad Ali, Schwarzenegger, Marlon Brando, even James Dean. Now, often when people are looking at the older life casts, like Catherine Hepburn and Alfred Hitchcock, Jimmy Cagney or James Dean at that time. But
It's Michael Jackson. Life cast for Thriller.
We put together some
That is cool.
and you'll see the Benjamin Franklin here and George Washington as well. These aren't models of their faces. These are their actual faces. We've also got some European stars from the past, with Ludwig von Beethoven, probably the most celebrated musician that ever lived, along with Mozart. And the face of Oliver Cromwell, this comes from...
Look at this gym.
They couldn't take a life mask without killing people, so they waited until kings and leaders died before they made a replica of their faces.
Nick assisted Stewart and Graham Freeborn while making this live cast of Harrison Ford to put Han Solo in carbonite. The body of Alan Harris, who played Bosk, was molded separately. Harry and the Hendersons. That was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
What is it?
Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh, yeah. You know, a lot of these
Wow.
people, and we're from different...
Patrick Stewart, Arnold, Robin Williams. It is their faces.
Yeah.
Look at Angelina, not a wrinkle. Oh, I see a few. It tells you the movies they needed it for. How do they do it with the teeth open? Their faces seem kind of small considering compared to mine. I have a big old face.
I feel like...
Well, his is actually Anthony Hopkins looks.
Yeah.
That's like me. Wow. Tom Cruise has a little face. Val Kilmer. Clive Barker's Hellraiser.
Oh, The Exorcist.
One of my favorite childhood movies.
Imagine being a little kid saying that.
Linda Blair. Wow. He did a lot of amazing work.
Yeah.
Fangora.
We would be able to really impress him by showing him this wonderful alien creature. But of course he would immediately say, wow, that's fantastic. We have to film that. So, against this background, the story begins.
What if the bathroom's theme? I'm just taking a peek. Yep, the bathroom has stuff too.
On Empire Strikes Back, we had a very
Christopher
large
Reeves.
workshop. As I said before, it was about the size of this
I thought I'd
stage.
seen him already.
In the workshop were a series of tables, like a maze of tables that ran the full length. So you would come in at this end and you would go into the foam room. The foam room was where one of my jobs would have come on anything that had a foam skin on it. I was partly involved. It was a deeply skin.
Wow.
Dina was just such a gentle child. Really behaved so well and difficult too. That both myself and the company recommended him to play Chewbacca when we go. One of the other characters that we created was Pondo. Pondo was
Pondo.
my friend Chris Tucker.
I like how he did all this.
Obi-Wan has the fight to say. Now, one of the other things about Pondo was that he had this big sucker hand. His hand was something that I originally sculpted for a character called Spiffy, who was a fly-like character. But we didn't have much time to create it. When other characters were being
That's cool, those are the molds.
To create Yoda. These were the
Oh
molds.
wow, little ears.
They filmed the fights in Canteen, and Obi-Wan is cut from the
Here's the signatures of a lot of the. That's cool. Oh, he's an honorary Jedi Master.
Oh, that's cool.
Here we go, and then I can take a photo from it. Awesome.
Sure.
Just left the Nick Maley's exhibit museum / thing. The man who created the animatronic Yoda, basically. And many other things. He's still kicking and doing stuff, and they're making a puppet right now. And it's very hands-on. He's operating it, him and his wife. So get down here when you're in St. Martin if you're a huge movie fan, Star Wars fan. It's incredible. It's worth the money. Take your time. Next time we're kind of in a rush today, but we'll be back. It's a good day, and the outside of the building is amazing. I like that he did that. Just with stucco.
Do you want to say what he said?
He said that he actually put the exterior fascia up at night, so they didn't have to bother with permitting. They just did it at night and wake up. Oh well, whatever. That's the Caribbean for you. Okay, let's go back to the ship, guys.
I'll give my 2 cents. So I actually thought that was really cool, and I am not a Star Wars fan, but there was so much more than just Star Wars. He had a bunch of stuff about Men in Black, Terminator. There were a bunch of movies that he had showcased. And then another cool thing about it was that he had castings of like actors, famous actors and actresses' faces, which I thought was a really cool collection. So definitely recommend coming. Highly, highly recommend.
Do or do not. Do see this place. You can also stop here at the Blue Bitch Bar in St. Martin after you're done. Get a drink, and the beach is public. These loungers are not though, so you would have to come in here and rent them if you'd like. We are walking back to the water shuttle. Beautiful water here. We just don't have time today to stay at the beach, but we're going to get back on the ship and enjoy the ship, but we love St. Martin. There's a good look at the ships in the distance, and that was a pretty, I guess, expensive. Not really, because it supports his foundation, but it's not a proper museum. It's more of like a memorabilia. It is a movie museum. If you want to support him, definitely check him out. Nick Maley. But pretty cool guy. He found his niche in the world, and now people are looking for him in a good way. It is warm. Here's the water taxi terminal. Merry Xmas. Water is truly beautiful here. So as we say goodbye to Philipsburg, this is the Dutch side of the island. There's about 19 square kilometers, and the French side is just kind of beyond all these buildings. And it goes about like that, and it's about 21 square kilometers.
out.